percentage of that from the Niners faithful will be not wearing shirts in that cold? What do you think? Would you be crazy enough?
No, I could never.
What's the forecast?
I mean, it's Lambeau. It's got to be snowy and nasty.
We are California people, okay? We're not ready for that cold, but you got to be when you go out there to Packers Nation. What are they? 7-3, 7-2?
I do not know.
So if that's the case,
you're a cold plunge guy. You'd be good to go.
I'm a cold, so we need to teach them the Wim Hof breathing technique before they go out there and play.
There you go. There you go. All right, circling it back to the Warriors, we started at halftime talking about Andrew Wiggins, who at half was at 15-5-2. He is our River Rock Casino daily jackpot player of the game. Again, coming through for the Warriors, leading them in scoring with 20 points. What did you guys notice about the way that Andrew Wiggins tackled this game?
I felt like he was just efficient. He was taking quality shots. He's been doing a great job with getting downhill and mixing it up. Not only just settling for threes, but getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. It looks like he's a lot more confident in that free throw. So once you believe that those free throws are going to drop, you're going to attack the basket a lot more.
The Warriors need Wiggs to be this aggressive, and he has been answering the call. Tonight, 20 points on 16 shots. The first half, he was magnificent. You know, attacking the big right here. This is a guy in Victor Wembanyama that's 7'4". So you need Wiggs to have that athletic advantage to be able to do this, hit shots, attack him. I thought the Spurs did a great job in the second half. Only one field goal for Andrew Wiggins in the second half. So they just did a great job adjusting to whatever he was doing in the first half.
Yeah, I thought San Antonio had a lot to do with that, dictating the tempo and dominating that second half, especially the fourth quarter. But Wiggs, you know, you watch him play, and it seems like he's under no stress. All those clips, he's getting threes, he's getting to the rim, he's getting to the free throw line. Just playing great basketball. You mentioned earlier, Kerr, you know, his chance of being an all-star. If he maintains this type of production, this type of efficiency, and the Warriors have a record like this, he'll join Steph Curry in the All-Star game right here at Chase Center.
Yeah, you look at his collection of games lately, he's getting his shots from everywhere. He's attacking, he's got the mid-range going, he's got the three-point going. Lots of reasons for Andrew Wiggins to feel very strong right now. Hey, checking out the team stat comparison, we can see a few places where the Spurs really started to get the edge in this game. The Warriors had it on three-point shooting. We have the Spurs right there with them. Their defense, 9 blocks. They came into this game third in the league in blocks. But listen, that's what happens when you have Victor Wembanyama leading the league with about 4 blocks per game. All right, as we digest this one, a 17-point lead for the Warriors, swinging over to a 10-point win for the Spurs. We need to hear from the head coach, Steve Kerr, brought to you by BMW.
Well, number one, the Spurs were great. You know, they were so good in that fourth quarter defensively, flying around. I thought the way that the third quarter ended was a killer. We had a 15-point lead and the ball with 35 seconds. So we're going to get a 2-for-1 and, you know, hopefully go up 17 going into the fourth. And we get a turnover, and then they score 5 in a row. So a 10-point game going into the fourth. That was a key moment, momentum-wise, and I thought they earned it. You know, the Spurs did with finishing the quarter like they did, and then dominating the fourth. They were fantastic.
How impactful was Victor's defense in protection?
Yeah, he was amazing, blocking shots and you know, thwarting others, just being a presence in the paint. You know, it was an impressive performance by him and by the whole team defensively.
I mean, this was the third game in 4 nights, tough travel. Did you sense some fatigue?
We ran out of gas that fourth quarter, but you know, this is part of the NBA, and we have to learn how to execute, you know, under pressure when we're tired. And we didn't do that tonight, but we'll get better.
JK late scratch. How's he doing? Anything?
I think he's fine. He just felt sick right before the game.
And then what can you take away from a game like this and, you know, these 2 days, just how frenetic everything was?
Just keep on keeping on, you know. You just you move forward. It's been a great start to the season. Disappointing loss because we had control of the game mid-third, and it felt like we were about to break it open, and but we didn't. And so you learn from it. You give the other guys credit because they're the main reason we lost. I mean, they like I said, the Spurs were fantastic, and they earned it. And you know, we've got to just bounce back. We'll fly home tonight and hopefully get a little rest and back at it on Monday.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and Victor Wembanyama coming off a knee injury to play in this game. Festus, I think you called him a unicorn in our pregame show, but you can just see he's got the ball in his hands. 21 shots. He was on triple-double watch. Just what do you think about the way, for a second-year player, that the offense is running through him?
KB.
Yes.
This guy's 7'4". He blocks shots. He comes off of down screens to shoot three-pointers. He comes up in transition with the ball in his hands, shoots three-pointers, and then gets down to the block to score and passes the ball very well. I mean, this is incredible. When you think about a unicorn, you think about something, it's an imaginary creature. You don't believe you ever get to see a creature like that, and that's what Victor Wembanyama is as a basketball player. He is just a coach's dream, and for the Spurs, I know they have an incredible talent to build the future around.
Man, he is the future of this league, man. This kid can do a little bit of everything, and I know a lot of that has to do with being a pro before he even got to the NBA, so learning the right way how to play, passing the ball, making the right reads, and just being a good teammate. So Vic, man, he had a big night. First half kind of was slow, but that second half, he really seen why he's going to be an all-star this year and why he will be one of the best players in this league.
Yeah, he's so talented. You almost don't know where to put him because no matter where he is, he's successful. You know, he took 13 threes tonight. That might be a little bit too much for a guy 7'4". I'm really impressed with his passing. Obviously, his shot blocking is key, his defense. He's got great awareness, great instincts. He sees the game like a point guard. And like I said, so it's hard to limit him. I think ultimately, the Spurs are going to succeed when they get the right plays around him and you can start placing him on certain parts of the floor and really target the opposing team's defense. Because right now, it's much the NBA in general. Everyone plays spread and it's kind of with a flow offense. But I think he's so special. You really need to take him and make him the focal point. And no matter where you put him, he's comfortable and he's efficient and he's as D. Wright and Festus said, he's the future of the league. He can do everything.
All right, hypothetical. If you were starting a franchise and you could pick any active player in the league as your number one player to build around, would it be Vic?
I mean, I don't see. I mean, of course, this is his second year in the league, and you're watching that.
Yeah.
It's so impressive. And you know, in addition to all his talents, it's one thing to be talented; it's another thing to also work hard. Like you see him sprinting back on defense, all the little things he's doing. That's the sign of a future great player. Is the fact that he doesn't miss those little steps along the way. So all those things are the reason why at the end of the game he's hitting those clutch shots because he's taking all those steps, and even when he isn't hitting shots, he understands that he can trust his work at the end.
I was just super impressed with his ability to regroup at halftime because he had a poor first half.
Yeah.
It looked like he was somewhat sleepwalking. I know he came off an injury, but he came out and was dominant in the third quarter, and he totally dominated that fourth quarter. So his ability and his resiliency and his mental toughness, along with his talent, and tonight I was really impressed with his passing.
Yeah.
I think he's really special. He's got a gift there.
Yeah, I'm starting a team anytime with big. Somebody that can do a little bit of everything. We could find some shooters. We could find some guys to bring up the ball, initiate the offense. But Victor, I'm definitely starting my team with him.
Yeah, I think the Spurs recognize what a generational talent they have with this guy. They are protecting him. Part of my Olympics research was talking with how they are handling him because they want to make sure that they preserve the mental side of the game from him too. He is such a global phenomenon that he gets requests from everywhere. They're trying to help him manage his time. And I think last season he only did maybe 5 one-on-one sit-down interviews. The amount of requests they get is so strong. And this isn't coddling a young superstar. It's helping him, a teenager, just ease into the league and have a good start because there's already so much on his shoulders, especially when you consider representing your country at the
What's up, Dub Nation? Welcome back to Warriors News. Today, we're breaking down the roller coaster of a game between the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. The night started strong with Andrew Wiggins leading the charge, but things slipped away in the second half, and the Warriors ended up taking a tough loss. Let's dive into Wiggins' stellar first-half performance, Victor Wembanyama's dominance, and what went wrong for the Dubs down the stretch. Stay tuned, it's going to be good. The Warriors came out swinging in the first half, with Andrew Wiggins putting on a clinic. He dropped 20 points, showcasing efficiency and versatility, mixing it up with mid-range jumpers, strong drives to the basket, and confidence at the free throw line. When Wiggins plays like this, it feels like he's in total control of the game, which is exactly what this team needs. But then came the second half, and that's when the unicorn Victor Wembanyama took center stage. His presence on both ends of the court was undeniable. On defense, he dominated the paint with blocks and altered shots. Offensively, he showed why he's considered a generational talent, hitting threes, creating plays, and controlling the tempo. At 7 feet 4 inches, he moves like a guard and has the skill set to match, proving why many believe he's the future of the NBA. Unfortunately for the Warriors, the Spurs adjusted their defense in the second half, limiting Wiggins to just 1 field goal. Fatigue also became a factor, as head coach Steve Kerr pointed out. Playing their third game in 4 nights, the Warriors struggled to execute under pressure in the fourth quarter, letting a 17-point lead slip away and ultimately losing by 10. Kerr emphasized that while this was a tough loss, it's part of the learning process in a long season. Despite the setback, the Warriors have had a strong start overall, and there's plenty of time to bounce back. Dub Nation, this loss was hard to swallow, but it's a reminder of how important consistency is in the NBA. Andrew Wiggins needs to maintain his aggressiveness for all 4 quarters, and the team as a whole must find ways to handle fatigue and pressure better. On the flip side, Victor Wembanyama proved why he's a one-of-a-kind talent, and it'll be exciting to see how he continues to impact the league. Now it's your turn. What do you think the Warriors need to do to avoid these late-game collapses? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Warriors News, and turn on notifications for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and go Warriors! Blue Heart, Yellow Heart.